Hello everyone, welcome back to the TJOmega channel for day 1206 of our daily content grind. It is Monday, it is time for a news roundup. You'll excuse me if I'm a little bit distracted or exhausted during this. I have a business meeting, I have a big reveal in my video tomorrow when I do my year in review and my look forward. I have something huge we're going to be unveiling there. So I've been prepping for that. Also, the water in my wall is currently running because the hose is refilling a pool. Yeah, so I'm a little bit distracted. I don't think you can hear it, but it's like throwing me off a little bit. But we will power through because the news has to be rounded up, and we're going to begin with one of the most annoying stories I think they could have dropped. So, they've announced that they are reissuing Titan's Return Trypticon because it's a very popular figure that people have been wanting another run of. However, instead of just rerunning the original figure, they're going animation accurate with it. Completely without stickers, the translucent window in the chest has been replaced, and the colors are now far more cartoon accurate. I hate this. Do you remember I did a video where it was all about I'm sick of paying full price for slightly upgraded figures because they look better than the first ones I already got suckered into buying? My Trypticon is right over there. Strangely enough, I never stickered it because I kind of like it without the stickers. But now I'm staring at this one, and it's hitting the nostalgia vibes in my brain way, way harder than this one does, and it's getting very, very frustrating. I don't want to have to drop $200 on this one just to get a nicer looking version, unless I can really quick sell this Trypticon over here. It's it's frustrating. I don't. But we will look at it for now. We'll look at it for what it is now. It does look very, very good. Trypticon looks excellent in the dark gray. I like getting rid of as much clear plastic as possible. I'm fine with it on the head. I'm fine with that little bit remaining because that's kind of iconic of the character. I'm not going to take that away. Full tilt, looking weird. I don't like the light purple on him. That one, I'm a little bit okay, that one doesn't quite do it for me. I like the dark purple on that figure, but okay, whatever, it matches. It's the color it has to be for the design. Okay, fine, whatever. The box is interesting. So, they did mention that this is a Selects release. Well, great. Okay, good to know that Generation Selects is still going to be a thing, because it's been kind of quiet lately. And I do like the box art a lot better than just the flat brown. A big problem with Gen Selects is that retailers like GameStop started ordering enough to actually put in their stores when the whole flat gray box, the flat brown box was originally designed to just be online only, where you don't need to have a fancy box. But, okay, retailers started carrying it, which is why Selects sold poorly. And fans in general don't like the flat brown box. So, okay, this one's a little bit more stylish. I don't mind it. And it's certainly better than the alternative. So, it's nice to see that Selects is continuing, even if it is a frustrating continuation to it. It was pointed out to me, literally just less than 2 hours ago, as it were. This is technically the 4th Titan we will be getting in 2025. Because what else? Oh god, I've already forgotten what else they're doing. So of course we got, because we've got 2 other Titan reissues on the way, and then we're getting Star Convoy as well. Oh, it's going to be an expensive time if you missed out on Titans before. If you slept on the Titan releases, I'm sorry. All the power to you. Yeah, they're redoing Scorponok. I remember that one. I can't remember what the 4th one was. But point being, yeah, it's another one of those slightly improved figures you're going to have to pay again for, which is annoying to me. But moving on from that, admittedly, there's not a whole lot of news this week, but a lot of it is God Ginrai based. Or Super Ginrai based, I should say. Because the toy is out in China. So a lot of people are starting to get their hands on it. We're starting to get good looks and good photos and comparison shots. The core Ginrai figure is as tall as Commander Optimus Prime, which is a really, really nice thing to see. That's a pretty good size for just the base figure of it. And he does look really, really cool. There's the artwork and the illustrations on the inside of the instruction manual. There's the original prototype, which is very, very different. Very different. You know, like, you can see the original head sculpt look nothing like Optimus Prime. The standard figure has more like what looks like Whirl's head. There's a jet component to all this. Don't know where that came from. I kind of want this. I need like a Commander. I need Commander Power Master Optimus Prime at some point, so that we can specifically get this retool. Like, this is like a perfect, like, Gen 1 Toxitron, direction. I feel like this has a lot of potential. Like, this looks cool. I kind of like this. But the figure itself is looking really, really solid. You can see how big it is. And it's a very it's just very, very nice, impressive overall. This is just standard Ginrai. Like, that's the first photos we got of it, of course. Looking really, really good. I'm still not sure if I agree with, like, having, like, a visible matrix handles in there, but there is. I don't think this release has a matrix, because it's not Optimus. But no, looking good, looking good. And then, of course, the super mode follows. Yeah, this was my childhood Optimus Prime. I canceled the pre-order because I didn't know how I'd be doing money-wise when it dropped. Right now, I think I'd be okay grabbing him. Presuming, like, he's not sold out everywhere, because this thing looks amazing. Yeah, I love the overall look of it. I love how much more involved it is to get it accurate and get it, like, fully transforming. It's just very, very impressive. It's very impressive. Just love the overall function of the whole thing. Love that the head is now its own independent part, and I'm not going to lose anything off of it. That's great. I love that it's attached now. That's a great little addition. Yeah, it just looks phenomenal. I wish we had a better, like, visual comparison other than Missing Link. Because the Missing Link is pretty big, so to not even come up to his waist joint, yeah, that's a really big figure. I'm looking forward to it. I will probably pick it up at some point. As soon as I know that my money is good. Because this is going to be a very... I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on. I'll let you know some of it in the update video tomorrow. There is a lot happening that I'm going to clue you in on. Yeah, this is still just really, really solid. And if you want to see how solid, Takara was nice enough to post basically visual instructions for both Ginrai and Super Ginrai. The videos themselves will show you the full transformation, and they are very, very slowly paced. I will warn you right now, because they are showing you and pointing out each and every individual transformation step and individually highlighting every part that moves as if they were instruction sheets. That is going to make it a little bit of a difficult sit, but if you really want to know how the toy functions before you buy it, it's a great visual. It's a great thing to have. And yeah, it's going to be great just to have, like, visual instructions to transform it, because this is going to be a complex boy. So, those are available for you if you want to see a little bit more of Ginrai. Moving on. More in-hand shots of Megatronus. I think this will be the last time I put him in the news roundup for anything, because, like, we've seen everything we could see. That said, this one did include one thing I do want to point out. For starters, the accessory loadout there is a nice touch. You're getting a lot of parts with him. Always good to see. And the toy does still look incredible. Back looks nice and clean. Looks good with the flames. The flames are the softer type of plastic that have been causing damage when they stay in contact with, like, ABS plastic for too long. So I would recommend leaving them off of your Fallen until some third-party company comes up with something to, like, fix that. But for now, like, they'll look cool in moments. They'll look cool for photos. And then this. Here's the kind of photo I was waiting for. This size comparison, and man, he is bulkier and taller than Galvatron and still comes with a ton of accessories on top of that. That's a lot. Like I worry about like the toys getting smaller. I worry about them coming with less, getting thinned out, etc. This feels like it's going to be very worth the leader class price point. More so than quite a few figures have recently. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I am very much looking forward to this toy. Yeah, he just looks super solid. Super solid. Since we're talking about this toy again, I will remind everybody that Evan from the Transformer brand has made it very, very clear that this toy is designed as a one and done. They have no retools planned for this figure. Now, I don't necessarily believe that. They will absolutely want to do some other version of this toy down the line. We just don't know what it is yet. A lot of people are still speculating that this is going to be a pre-tool of 86 Megatron. Evan has flat out said, no, we are not retooling or repainting this toy. I don't necessarily believe that. I don't think it's going to be, I think it's not going to be 86 Megatron. Don't worry about that. Everyone can stop speculating. Evan shot that down. That said, I do think this mold will see light of day at some point again. Just because I'm looking at that chest, I see those little squiggles. I think IDW Megatron more than G1. But that's going to be a minute before we get that. But that said, yeah, don't get too excited. Don't get like hyped up. Like, the Fallen is going to be the Fallen. 86 Megatron is going to be a new mold. So I just want to put that to rest as long as we're talking about this toy one more time. Also, for Age of the Primes, we have full stock photos of Silverbolt if you want really, really good shots of him. And, of course, the box and all the art and all that. He is looking good. I'm still enjoying the way this one's turning out. Yeah, it is kind of barren of paint, which is a little bit odd. But then again, he was not very well painted in the show. So I will give it the benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not really fussed about it. He does look good, though. I like the way he looks. You need to tuck that wing, that little fin, into, like, the side of that wing. That's the, like, because it's mistransformed there, guys. That's supposed to fill that gap. Never mind. Never mind. Your Super Concord mode. Looking really, really solid. You can see that Superion's head is built into Silverbolt, by the way, because you can see it on the underside of his jet mode. Good to see that there are some integrated parts. It looks like, it almost looks like from that angle that the landing gear is built into the head, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, and then there is the whole like separate unit. It almost looks like it'd make a good like runway or landing base for like your Micromasters if you still have the Micromaster jets. It almost looks like it could pass for that. And then there is what do we call this? What do we call this? The defensive platform, like the battle station, like what are we like universally deciding that this name is going to be? I have not decided myself yet. It's just nice to see I found some use for all the extra bulk. And yeah, just like Metasaur, or I guess I should say just like Motormaster, it does feel like he's going to be like a really nice like super mode toy on his own, even though, yeah, we are absolutely going to be waiting for more aerial bots to finish it off. It looks like it's going to be a really cool toy package. Like, I really enjoyed Motormaster on his own, so I'm imagining that Silverbolt is likewise going to be a fun figure to mess with. Maybe not as involved in transformation, as you can see, but you know what? I will take it. It looks like it's going to be good. Transformation at least has me interested in this when I take a look and notice, like, where is Superion's head in this robot mode? It's got to be buried somewhere in the torso, right? Like, it has to be. So now I'm really curious where that's coming from. Yeah, so this does more transforming than I originally thought. I'm actually curious now. More in-hand shots. This is the Bingo Sports Optimus Prime, the retool of Crosshairs, and one of the weirdest redos I've seen in a long, long time. It's Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, done from one of the deluxe toys. And it's still, like, super weird. And, like, it's screen accurate, which is the thing. But you think of the way that toy is designed. The entire car is a shell. Literally everything on the vehicle mode just peels off and reveals the robot mode. So it's not a bad idea to just like completely retool the robot inside. Technically, you could make that robot look like anybody. You could retool that to look like anybody and the transformation would still work because it's that bad of a shell former. The paint looks fine. The paint made me look a little bit sloppy around some of the edges. And maybe a little bit sparse. I'm not happy with the gray. I will say that. The really flat gray is like really killing this for me. Because like there's so much paint going on everywhere else. I don't see why. Because like the vehicle mode looks phenomenal. The vehicle mode looks phenomenal. But why would you cut that short? Why would you cut that budget short? And just make that gray. Look how much nicer. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, even that brighter gray looks better on the box than, like, what comes out of the package. Like, it's just flat. It's just kind of a lifeless color. I know, and it's muting some of the details to it, too. It's a fun little exclusive thing. I don't know who this is marketed to, but I'm sure someone's going to be amused by it. Earthspark, not quite done yet. There are some new toys coming out still, and these are among them. So these are Smash Changers, and we've had Smash Changers before, so no big surprise. Like, you roll them on the ground, they hit something, they flip into their robot mode. You know, it's a cute little gimmicky toy for a kid to mess around with. Pretty typical of Earthspark anything. And like anything Earthspark, you know, our announcement came from, like, leak listings and you know and just like sudden appearances of the stock photos rather than, oh, I don't know, Hasbro actually supporting their own releases for this line. But yeah, they're just simple figures for kids. So we got Thrash, who's going to be real interesting to see how he works under this gimmick. Bumblebee, of course we have Bumblebee. He looks very like authentic Bumblebee with just like a lot of his vehicle just hanging off of his shoulders and arms. That's really bad. He does not look very good here. Like, the others look okay. Like, Megatron looks fine. You know, like, he just kind of looks like a decent enough Megatron. And then Optimus is, like, weirdly hollow on the sides of his arms. But, you know, they'll crash, they'll change, they'll do the little gimmick that's going to make a kid play with this thing for about 10 minutes before he gets bored. You know, that's pretty much the vibe of it. If you happen to be going to Wonderfest in Japan in 2025, you will have the opportunity to get a hold of these garage kits. Wonderfest kits are always fun. So the thing is, this is official. It's made by a garage kit like this is made by a fan. But it is licensed to sell at the convention, usually 1 or 2 days at the most. Which, you know, Takara is receptive to that. I don't think it's something Hasbro would do, but there's these resin-printed Beast Wars toys. You got Primal in a screen-accurate Beast mode. You've got the Shield that was seen in Beast Wars, and then you got Rat Trap. This is a digital render, so it's not printed yet, but yeah, just like kind of standing up and doing the Rat Trap thing. It's kind of a cute little figurine to have on your shelf. You will have to paint these yourself. And again, since these are only going to be available for 2 days, or 1 day potentially, yeah, February 9th, 1 day, you are going to have a heck of a time getting it afterwards if you are just like a dedicated Beast Wars fan. But there you go. They do exist. They're out there. Blokees showing off, well, I guess, yeah, it's not Rab, so we know that this is like officially obtained, but Blokees showing off their newest wave, the Galaxy version Wave 6, which is looking really, really solid. So we've got the Stormbringer Optimus Prime design, which looks very much like the SDCC Orion packs that we recently got. So it's good to see they're keeping Optimus. It looks like they want to have an Optimus Prime in every wave of some kind. You know, whether that's shattered glass or like a repaint of their Prime mold. So this is keeping Prime in the waves. IDW Megatron looking fantastic. I'm glad he actually has an Autobot symbol on him. The last time he got a figure was that stupid McFarlane Page Puncher that did the IDW Megatron design, but then put a Decepticon symbol on him. Stupid. But it's nice to see there's going to be some kind of like semi-official release of it, because it's only like the second one after the Flame Toys kit. I think it might be is there a statue of it? Or like a big figure? I don't know anymore. It's hard to keep track of those. But yeah, the Prime looks good. I like the extra arm cannons on him. Megatron looking really, really good. Yeah, that's just IDW Megatron looking really, really nice. There's Kickback. So this wave starts us off on Insecticons. Let's see. It's a little bug mode. Little bug mode shrapnel back there. I don't know what that is a part to. I don't know if that is included in this. It's not really focused on. And there is both versions of Swoop. We are getting Beast Mode and Robot Mode just like any of the others. I'm really curious how they're going to build Swoop, considering they still use like the normal Blokees core, even for like the Beast Mode Dinobots. They're fun builds because they're different from the standard ones. But Swoop looking really, really good. I can't wait to have like a little squadron of Dinobots. Wheeljack, a little bit stylized, but I do like how Wheeljack turned out. So he looks really, really nice as well. Sunstreaker, I know a friend of mine already wants that Sunstreaker. Really, really like, yeah, just really, really like it. Dirge, we're starting in on Coneheads, so you expect like waves 7 and 8 to finish those off, same as the Insecticons. It's a nice little like strategy Blokees had, because just as we're about to be done with the Dinobots, like, and the Constructicons, now we're rolling in with Insecticons and Coneheads to keep you, like, guessing and incentivized for the next wave. And then Shattered Glass Ratchet, which is fascinating, because why Shattered Glass Ratchet? I'm not entirely, like, are we getting more Shattered Glass out of this line? It'd be neat to know if that's, like, a whole subline, or, like, maybe a wave focus at some point, because there's some I wouldn't mind grabbing. I'm curious as to what they're planning, if they're like doing more than just the Optimus Prime. And then there's your Chase, an all blue version of the Optimus from this wave. I can't remember if the comic books ever depicted him this way. It reminds me of the SOS Dinobot episode where they animation errored Optimus to be all blue. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting from him. It looks good though. He's metallic like all the other Chases are, so he's gonna be pretty. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Like you've seen this year, I have really enjoyed my time with Blokees. I'm looking forward to more. And to finish this off for the day, these are in hand now. People actually have these. A friend of mine has the Cheetor. I don't begrudge him for it, but I can't bring myself to do it. I know it's a Blitzwing. It's a Blitzwing. But I can't do it. I cannot support this nonsense NFT release crap. What is up with Magnus's lips? What is up with Magnus's lips? Why did he get collagen done? Why did he get collagen? Why does he look like he should be on the magazine cover? I don't know. But that unfortunate news is going to do it for our news roundup for the week. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it, as always. And, of course, I will see you next time. And next time is going to have something pretty big dropping, so I hope to see you there.
Analysis complete. Adapting translators to local language.
Are you out there?